Hello and happy weekend. Welcome in. Today is Saturday, September 9th, and this is your daily card pull to see what all messages are coming through from Divine Spirit, God. And let's see. We'll start out with a crystal card and see what you are being encouraged to work with today from a crystal perspective. All right. Let's see, this one just comes in as Earth Anchor. This kind of almost looks like amethyst. And it says rooted, recalibration, and Kundalini rising. So for this weekend, if you have an opportunity to go out into nature and ground yourself, go for a walk. It seems like in the Midwestern United States, the weather has finally started to break a little bit after some crazy hot spells there. It seems like we're starting to almost feel like fall. So if you have the ability to go out for a walk, maybe you can walk along a beach or even listening. I feel like listening to flowing water, if it's a creek or if it's raining by you, I feel like that's always very healing and grounding. All right, so our energy that's coming in is we have our Five of Swords. We have our Two of Pentacles. And then we also have our Tower. All right, then. And look at how glamorous this tower looks in like a weird Jello fruit salad or something like that. So the Five of Swords energy, that's going to be that kind of that ruthlessness. Like there's some dishonesty. So the Five of Swords is almost like that backstabbing type of energy. The Two of Pentacles, it's juggling your priorities, making a decision. So she's juggling between her dog and her child, but and then also that Tower energy. So that's, those are some big energies coming through for the collective. So this whole thing of grounding yourself and recalibrating is going to be really important when there's this sort of energy in play. So the backstabbing, I would say the message coming through is like with the Two of Pentacles, and there's the decision that needs to be made. You're weighing your options, you're juggling different priorities. And at some point with the backstabbing, it's like you're trying to decide, and then something's going to push it where on one side of the equation, somebody does something that's just like, dagger to the heart or to the back, and it's going to push it into a tower moment. One of the things that we talk about sometimes here is when there are these tower moments, let them happen. So oftentimes there's that fear of, oh my gosh, better the devil and so I'm going to try to keep this whatever in place. I'm going to try to keep this job in place even though I hate it and it's, I'm miserable and I'm paid terribly. I'm going to try to keep it in place because this is my job, or I'm going to fight to keep this relationship going, even though, I'm finding out the person's lying to me and this terrible stuff. Usually the advice is kind of like, but let the tower happen, because sometimes things just need to burn to the ground in order to make room for the next thing coming through. So for today, let's start with our air signs. That's going to be our Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. So we'll see what's coming through for you. The Lovers. So this is usually that card. It does have an element of making a decision. So, but it's that union of masculine and feminine. So it can be, romantic love. It can also be inner union for you as well. But a good, happy, harmonious type of feeling associated with the Lovers card. Let's take a look at our Soul Journey card. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And this is one of those things, being patient, but being filled with gratitude during your time of patience. So patience doesn't mean I'm putting my life on hold and I'm waiting. I am sitting here in this chair. I am waiting because I'm being patient. So, okay, go ahead, life. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to be patient. There's a sense of being, still living your life in gratitude, still going out and being you, being authentically you while you're patient for a situation. So if this is coming up here with the Lovers, maybe there's some delays in things coming into a place of harmony or union or whatever you want to call it with your love. And it's just that call to be patient. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So this, and I love it. It's the same colors as in her dress, that the pinks and the pretties, that, you know, part of it, sometimes if you are being called upon to be patient, it's because the other person is not yet ready. So honor yourself, keep doing right by yourself, in order to keep your life happily moving forward. So here, I'll pull this one card and then we'll tie it into the general energy. Sooner than you think. I know I've said this before. There's not very many timing cards in here. So sooner than you think. If we're looking at this Lovers, you know, when are you going to be in harmonious union, or when are you going to take your relationship to the next level? Sooner than you think. As we piece this all together with these cards that were the general collective reading, it's almost like there's something that's keeping you from being here, because it's still in this sooner than you think, which means it's not here yet. So there's something that's keeping you from being in this Lover's position. And I would say energetically, it's that somebody still has something that they're balancing. It's probably, or it may be the other person, that they're trying to juggle something. They're trying to get something worked out. They're trying to get things in their life balanced so that this can come through. And it could be that that's on your side too. And, you know, that you're being called to be patient because you can only move something forward at a certain pace. And then you just have to be patient and have that appreciation that it's all going to happen in divine timing, but something has to give before you can be in this energy with the Lovers card. But it's happening sooner than you think. So that was for our air signs. Next is our fire signs, and that's going to be our Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see what comes through for you. All right, the Fool. So this is about taking a leap of faith. It's about a new beginning. It's about kind of setting out on that journey. It's the start of something new. Like since the Fool is the 0 card, it's kind of like, okay, if you've gone all the way through and you've reached the world in whatever other scenario, it's a fresh journey. Which on the heels of the Tower card means something is ending to give you this chance at this new beginning. All right, your Gaia card, Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So this is, you know, if it's going with this part of the scenario, that there's been struggles, there's been issues, and you just have to kind of persevere through it and know that the Fool energy, that new beginning energy is coming in. Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So that is about, you know, being true to yourself, standing in your own light, standing in your own truth, and being unapologetically you. Let's take a look at what's coming in here, and we'll tie it all together. After a massive change. This is so funny because literally in this whole deck, there's only a handful of these cards that have the timing part on it, and we got 2 of them. So after a massive change. And so timing wise, your new journey is going to start after this Tower. So like we were talking about, the Tower comes in to wipe away all of the old junk so that you can have that new start. So this new start is coming after this Tower. And this Tower is coming in because somebody has been dishonest. They've stabbed you in the back. You've been weighing out, should I do this? Should I do that? And the message is coming through that, you know, something's got to give. The Tower comes out. and you're going to have a new start, and it will be in line with your deepest calling. So that's going to be happening. That part of it's going to be coming online after your tower moment. All right, earth signs. Let's take a look at what is coming through for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Justice. So this is kind of the balancing of the cosmic scales. So the divine is stepping in and balancing things for you. If you've had a situation that's felt lopsided or unjust, that is happening. And happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So this justice is coming in because you have not been happy. You've not been, which means you've not been on the right path. That was your jumper card, is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Let me pull one as well. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So that's something that once this justice happens, and I think the boundaries go with that, that if you've had weak boundaries, you've been pushed in a direction that you don't want, that if you stepped out of that situation and said, well, what do I really want in my life? If you would have asked yourself 15 years ago, would I be happy with this scenario, whatever this scenario is for you? If you would have asked yourself 15 years ago and painted this picture, you would have said no. But you've allowed your boundaries to be pushed and tweaked by other people or other situations, and it's led you to a place of not being very happy and, feeling like you've been stabbed in the back and that now you have this choice to make. And so the tower is actually bringing justice to the situation, whatever that situation may be, after you have healed. So this is the timing card. So this justice will come in after you've healed. So that means when this tower comes in, you really need to work on grounding, and you need to work on this happiness. This, I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path, and being able to tie this into the fact that you have not been happy, and therefore that was not the right path. So that's kind of the mantra that you need to be having going in your mind with this tower moment is, I've been unhappy leading up to this, so that means I was not on the right path. Kind of thank you, universe, for bringing that in, and you will feel that sense of justice after you've healed. So after you've healed from this, you will see that tower as a blessing. You will see that as the divine brought the justice in the form of a tower. That was protecting me from, I guess, wasting away my life in a situation that I wasn't happy with. So let's take a look at our water signs. That's going to be our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do we have for you? The sun. So the sun, that's that good, positive energy. You've had some successes. This is about actual blessings coming through. So I know sometimes the sun card and the star card kind of, especially at the beginning, were confusing me. It's like, well, how are they different? But the star is more like hope and optimism, like when you wish upon a star. So it's you're hoping for that, and you're being driven in a way that feels like, oh, there is happiness out there. This is more of like, hey, the happiness is right here. It's right here. And you have your blessings. The sun is shining down on you. You've already got it. Versus the star is like the wishing on a star for that to come in. It's like that sort of difference in the energy. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So it's funny. You have your blessings coming out and being poured upon you, and it's still that sense of doubt, like, do I really deserve all of this? Is this for real? Is this a trick? So there's a little bit of that type of feeling going on here. All right, let's take a look at our light workers card, see what happens there. Imrama, what are you being called to journey to? And this is a lot about that kind of life and mission, and what lights you up, what gets you excited, what makes you feel alive. And when you find that, that's going to be what's helping to bring out those blessings for you. So interesting. This is the only one that hasn't been a timing card, but it says, where do you want to go? And that's that whole thing of, what are you being called to journey to? Where do you want to go? So that's really important. We talk about that a lot, that if you have to have some sort of thought about where you want to go in order to move in that direction. Because if you don't know where you're going, then your whole day is like you're just kind of floating along, and which sometimes there's periods in life where you do that. But if you really want to be able to find that happiness, this is a tough energy that you're in right now. And so if you want to get out of it, the way to get out of it is setting that intention, looking at where do I want to go? Where is it that I'm trying to get to, so that I can make decisions that are in line with where I'm trying to get to. And once I do that, I'm going to start feeling those blessings pouring out upon me. So this doubt, I release the need to know all of the answers. Part of that is if you know where you want to go, you don't necessarily have to have your 27-step plan on how you're getting there, but just to simply know that this is where you're going will help make some of those other things start to come in at the right time. But, you have to let go of some of that control and just say, this is where I want to go. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what that looks like, but this is where I want to go. And then you will get your blessings. Some of these, as you release that need to control everything, some of these blessings will be coming in. But have that faith that even though, the tower is that heavy energy, your blessings are coming in. The divine is going to be pouring blessings out upon you. So just have faith and persevere through that. So I hope you found today's message to be helpful. And if there's information in this that you think somebody else may benefit from, I would welcome you to share it with them. There have also been some other recent videos, like a pick a pile video, is this your person? There's a twin flame video that recently posted as well. So make sure to check those out. And if you wanted to be alerted as to when the next new videos are coming out, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. As a reminder too, in the description, you can check out the timestamps. Although I guess at this point, if you watch through the whole video, that may not be as helpful, but for future videos. So I wish you peace and joy along your journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.